Big welcome to Zwartkops here for round 2 of the Rotax Max South African Championship.
Casey Enza Smith in second, Troy Sneeman third, Luwe Sambudla fourth, Mr. Haystack, Eric Haystack in fifth, Ethan Deacon. Lights on and away they go. Very good start. We don't have to rehash that one. In the lead. Oh my goodness. Brilliant start. Casey Enza Smith. Well done, young man. Well done. Kazimotlika in second place, okay, relatively okay, didn't lose out too much. Luis Sambudla gained a place there away from Troy Sneeman, who is now in fourth. Nice little gamble there. Troy Sneeman, defending champion, of course, plies his trade in several classes apparently. That's correct, junior and mini class. What a place to be side by side, my goodness. RG Bargy so early in the race, rather. No view as Sambudla, my man. You better keep that lead, boy. You better. Oh, but Casey has some things to say about that. Not so easy. Not so easy side by side again. Casey on the inside, View on the outside, 3 abreast. Ooh, you wanted drama, you got it. What is going on? Okay, who's in the lead now? I'm asking you, and I'm supposed to be telling you. I've got Casey Enza Smith in the lead, Troy's name on second, 3 and 4. There's a battle there. Someone else is putting his name down. Who is this young man? Find out for you in a second. Oh my goodness, we've got a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th at the moment. And arms wide mechanic. Yep, I got my arms out wide too. I look crazy. I'm the only person going crazy in the entire commentary booth. Because you and I have the same front row seat, and as it stands, Casey Enza Smith is in the lead. Troy's name on second, Kazimotlika 3rd, Eric Haystack in 4th, Riza Levy in 5th, Luvuyo Sambudla has lost places again in 6th, Ethan Deacon 7th, and Khabang Gati wrapping up the top 8 there as all the carters go under the hill. Cart 454 of Riza Levy. Kazimotlika, of course, having led 99% of the laps in Idube. What a stat. Hey, oh, what a battle happening for the mid-pack. Luvuyo Sambudla watching a drama right in front of him with Eric Haystack and Riza Levy. This must be a movie. Must be beside 3. Oh, wow. That was very close. Haystack nearly taken out by Levy there. Sambudla would have been a victim of that, but seemed to have recovered. Sambudla kind of knocking Sambudla. Ooh, nice inside move by Sambudla there. Beautiful move on Eric Haystack. Let's see if Haystack can answer that. Does he, won't he, will he, shall he? Yes, he does, immediately. Side by side, I love it. Can't predict anything in this class. It's been 2 abreast, 3 abreast for most of the corners we've seen successively. I tell you what, the cameramen are flexy today. We've got drama everywhere. Got the front, the mid-pack, the rear. Pick or choose, which one do you want? As Sambudla makes a double move on... tries to pass Mabunda. Mabunda passes him. Levy loses out somehow there. Now, Riza Levy is trying to get his way back. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, what a nice battle there we have with Sneeman and Motlika. Oh my goodness. The championship leader Troy Sneeman against last year's winner. Oof. Okay, so there's always a sequel to these stories. Now, you've got to read about how these races are building up to this. You got to look into their historic races on our YouTube channel. You can definitely find it there and see how this championship rivalry actually builds up. With 2nd and 3rd, Kazimotlika and Troy Sneeman. Ooh, Motlika types on the inside, what a move, but Sneeman says, nah, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it, boy. You cooked your tires there. Oh man, Troy Sneeman showing him how it's done. Motlika, of course, the rookie. But hey, we all learn at some point, right? He's still cutting his teeth and he's doing it with the best of them, so you can forgive him. He'll be back. He's a fighter. I'll tell you what, the mid-pack battle. Oof, 5, 6, and 7 in a tight train there. Let me see if I can get these young men mentioned. Khabang Ngati leading that train. Williams Sambula there in shot. Mabunda, I believe that is him. Riza Levy coming up right behind him in 7th. And Ngati, as I was mentioning him, leading the pack there. And number 5 is 6, Georgia Leonard, the young lady, ahead of Ethan Deacon and Berlin Robinson, wrapping up our 11 class strong Minimax. Reigning champ and the wannabe champ. That's the tagline. Over your shoulder, that's right. Wannabes are hungry. They will dive right inside. But nah, not a chance. Park the bus, the mother of all buses. Does he undercut? No, Motlaka could not undercut to answer to Sneeman. Sneeman is just, there is defending and then there is Sneemaning right now. Chopping that track in half for Motlaka. You can't do anything about it. And does it again. Yeah, Sneeman is just shutting all doors. There's nowhere in. Can't find a window. Can't find nothing to get past the man. Experience coming to the fore, showing the rookie how it's done. Oh my goodness. And Motlaka going on the inside. Motlaka, let's see if he makes it stick. Nice move, but Sneeman says, oh, Motlaka on the cross. My goodness, that was close. Very nice racing. Wow, as we start the final lap. I think Motlaka went in too soon there. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Now the interesting thing about that last corner, it's been difficult to overtake it with the old format. But the new format has opened up for more racing opportunity. Hence you see a lot of aggression going in there. People going side by side going into that last turn, and we'll see if Motlaka is able to build up a lead again. Here we go as our leader, Casey Enzo Smith, comes home up the hill, getting ready to wrap up. You see him in the distance there. Coming up to take heat 1, fist in the air. My man, Casey, that's my boy right there. Very nicely done. Man with the coolest name on the grid, Clayton Cole Enzo Smith. And in 2nd and 3rd place, Troy Sneeman, as well as Gazi Motlaka. Ooh, that show, now that episode, that series, you got to binge watch that series. It's called the Gazi Motlaka versus Troy Sneeman series here in the Rotax Max National Championship. And going in formation lap, everybody keeping it neat within the tram lines. Are we within the tram lines? Yes, we are. Clean start, please. Nicely done. And down the inside. Ooh, keep an eye on turn 1. It's crazy. Wow. You cannot call it. You cannot call it. I'm gonna wait. I've paid the price of actually trying to predict the race a bit too early on. Let's have a look. Who's coming out in the lead? Reagile Mailula, my man. Reagile Mailula. Let's see what he does for us this time around. Reagile Mailula coming into the lead. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. A lot of wind. I wonder how it feels to be racing in so much wind. But down the inside, oh, very nice by Odendaal. Very, very, very nice. Sneeman, my apologies, looks very much like Caleb Odendaal's car. Destroy Sneeman coming in ahead. See Sneeman if he's able to keep it. Yes, he is. No mistakes. Sudden mistakes under the tunnel there. Is that Luvuye Sambuda sniffing a bit of exhaust there? That is, he's in 2nd place, and right behind him, let's see who's behind him there, if I can tell, that is indeed Eric Haystack. Eric Haystack right behind Luvuye Sambuda. We've got some people with some bits in their teeth trying to get up as far as they can. Riza Levy in the orange, in the bright orange there. A lot of work for him to do. Troy Sneeman looking good, looking composed. Gazi Motlaka vying it out for third place against Eric Haystack. And Troy Neyman will be there to pick up the spoils. You can guarantee, not Troy Neyman, Riza Levy will be there to pick up the spoils from the battle between Eric Haystack and Gazi Motlika. A bit of calculation and strategy is going to have to happen here. Wow. How about that? How about that for defending? Mabunda just parking the bus. Narrow as you want. Try get past that gap, eh? Eric Haystack having a bit of trouble getting into third place for obvious reasons. Mother of all defense tactics from Mabunda. And Motleka also in the mix. Hey! Mabunda has disappeared. Yes, I was looking for him and I can't find him. He's dropped all the way back down to last. Stone last. I wonder why. Hey, very nice move. Ooh, defense tactics seen by Mabunda. Let's see if he's able to keep the inside line. Who's got the latest breaks? Oh, come on. You asked for racing, we gave it to you. Rotax take a bow. 3 abreast for a moment. Gazi Motlika in the mix, Haystack in the mix, Mabunda. I'm not gonna call who comes out tops there, but all of them somehow keep their cards on the track. That is a miracle. Christmas came early this year. And Sneeman, if he had rear view mirrors, he would blow a kiss at that rear view mirror because there's nothing behind him. Opening the lead, comfortably. Let's see if he looks over his shoulder. I can see him coming down the home straight now. Does he look over his shoulder? He doesn't have time for that. He's a focused man. And Mabunda again. Wide as you want. He's not letting go of that position. Not at all. And Gazi Motlika in the shot and very quickly out. Eric Haystack has a lot of work to do as well. Gazi Motlika, a lot of work to do trying to get to Sneeman. 49 cards of Eric Haystack in the shots. 4th place for the young man, right behind Mabunda in 3rd. And Mabunda is holding the pack back. Oh no. Eric Haystack makes light work of that. Let's see if... Ooh! Healthy chunk of cart for Mabunda. Let's see if he goes down the inside. Oh! Very nice overtaking. Oh! Haystack loses out thrice fold. Shame. He's going to be hacked. Not going to be happy at all. Let's have a look, see. Oh, nice move there. See the defense tactics come into play. Let's see if Mabunda has an answer to that. Is that... Do my eyes deceive me? Oh, that is Casey Enza Smith. Casey Enza Smith comes out of thin air. Literally. The wind must have blown him to the front or something. 3 abreast now coming out of turn 1. Mabunda getting healthy bit of ribbing. Loses out to a couple of races. Riza Levy. Ooh. Wow. These are very talented racers because they get so close to each other, so hard to control the kart, as you see now. Mabunda goes deep on Casey Enza Smith, but this is Casey Enza Smith we're talking about. Kid with the coolest name on the block. Trust him to keep it cool in a tight situation. Let's see. Mabunda, do you have answers to Mr. Enza Smith, who had a very bad start and has to recover now? That's why it seems like he came from relative obscurity. Riza Levy will be smart to take advantage of whatever happens in front of him. Nothing materializes yet as Troy Neyman just gallops away into the sunset with 2.5 laps. Comes up over the tunnel onto turn 1. 1 lap to go. It's the final lap. Motlika, he will make that move. I am throwing some Mandelas on that. Motlika is definitely going to make a move and he's going to try and make it stick. We just don't know where. He is not satisfied with staying in second. This will be the easiest money you're going to make if you bet on this man. It's just a matter of where. Down, down, down. Sneeman knows it. He can feel it. He can feel Motlika cooking a move up. It's just not ripe yet. Here we go. Last turn. It's going to be the last turn, guys. Here it comes. Motlika's got the uphill speed. Here it is. Does it happen? Does it happen? Oh! Oh, no. Oh, snap. Well done, Troy Sneeman. Well done, Troy Sneeman. Kept it clean, kept it cool. Rivalry over rivalries. Oh man, got a 1-2 with some of the hottest rivalries we've seen in karting. Is it more hot than Sneeman versus Wally?
As they go down towards the line now, 586 pulling out there. That was Georgia Lennox, maybe just going out a bit early on. Gazi Motlika was on pole position. Can he make it stick down into turn 1? Oh, lots of shoving, a little bit of pushing through there. And getting down into turn number 1. It is the 465 of Motlika who hangs on. So Gazi Motlika exactly where he needs to be, right on his tail. It's Troy Sneeman. Watch out for Mallory Mabunda. Remember, we've already seen Troy Sneeman in action today earlier on. He's got double duties to do this weekend. The rest of the field streaming through there. Reza Levy starting to make his way through nicely as well. Tucks in behind, looks like a 568 there. Casey, 568 is Casey Ensor Smith. So Ensor Smith just ahead there of Reza Levy and pushing to try and get up a bit higher up than what they are at this point in time. Vive Sambudla taking a little bit of strain, not quite on the pace just yet. Definitely some maneuvering there from Mallory Mabunda. Mallory Mabunda looking good. Gazi Motlika is just opening up opportunities here, disappearing at the front end now. Eric Haystack in second place, trying to survive right now, but I don't think that's going to be happening because there's a move. Sneeman dives on the inside and gets through on Haystack. Eric Haystack down to third place. So some chopping and changing there for the first positions, and second, third, and fourth place. You can see Troy Sneeman trying to get through there as quickly as possible and not let the man out front, Gazi Motlika, open up a margin. Ethan Deacon. Better start from him. He's just up ahead there of Mabunda. And Mabunda doing a super job to stay there, but doesn't quite bridge that gap. Look at that gap that's opened up already for 1 and 2. Gazi Motlika coming across the line now to complete another lap, and it's the third one in anger. And he's already pulled 2.5 seconds. 47s out of the top 2, 48s out of Haystack, which is why he's being caught by Ethan Deacon and Laviva Sambudla. Casey Ensor Smith just in the background in 6th, and then it's Reza Levy in 7th. Bit of a change up as they go through there. Haystack just losing out ever so slightly. And looks like Laviva Sambudla just pushing the pressure and applying more pressure as they go through. Ensor Smith now pushing hard up the hill. On his tail is Sambudla. Behind that is Levy. Trying to close things down. Look at how Troy Sneeman is pushing. Sneeman is working probably as hard as anybody out there, if not harder, to try and bridge that gap to Gazi Motlika at the front end. Motlika, Sneeman, Haystack, Deacon, Sambudla. That's how they cross the line. No changes in the top 5. But very evenly matched in that top 5. Then you've got a little maneuver there as Casey Ensor Smith has found a way through on Ethan Deacon. And Laviva Sambudla actually found a small margin just to squeeze out and get ahead. See that green helmet of Casey Ensor Smith there with Sambudla just ahead of him. So there was a bit of a change up there as they came across the line. Just didn't quite see that coming out of the last corner. Now going down into the twisties. Oh, Sambudla diving through. Great drive, and there goes Eric Haystack getting eaten up by Sambudla and Casey Ensor Smith. Haystack just getting it all wrong in the Praga. They're not getting the right line, opening up the door, and 2 carts pounced. He's going to have to be very careful because on his tail is Deacon. Ethan Deacon definitely in with the shot here of getting into the top 5. And Casey Ensor Smith and Sambudla have capitalized on the maneuver and the mistake coming out of Eric Haystack in the Praga to allow them both through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all on the same straight down towards turn 2. Very evenly matched gap here. In fact, up to 8th place there because it's 8th place Reza Levy, who is now doing everything he can. Remember, he's trying to get as many points in the bag as possible and expecting to go very well down at his home circuit in Cape Town at the Killarney International Raceway. A couple of guys have joined us all the way from Killarney on the live feed, so a big welcome to all of you. Thanks so much for the support. Remember to like and share all of this action. Make sure we get a big footprint on what's happening in the Rotax Max South African Championships. little battle there. See Eric Haystack not letting those two get away. Casey Ensel-Smith and Sambudla using the two of them to try and get him up to potentially the back end of Luvive Sambudla. And if he can get there, Sambudla might be able to pull that pack through up to the back end of Snyman. Three carts working together as one here, trying to bring Ethan Deacon into the mix. Mallory Mabunda not too far back as well, and Reza Levy is on his tail. Georgia Lennox, our young lady, up ahead of Khabang Khandi, and Berlin Robertson at the back too, also doing a super job. Casey Ensel-Smith moves up into third place, up ahead of Luvive Sambudla. Looks like Sambudla could be in a bit of pressure here from Eric Haystack. Haystack diving on the inside. Yeah, he's through. The Praga man sets it up. Great line. And unfortunately, that drops the man from Zwartkops down one position. In fact, he's down 2 positions on that lap. He comes back and makes up one into turn 1. So he gets you back on Eric Haystack and returns the favor. Watch out, it's just in the background is Ethan Deacon, and Deacon is closing in here, looking dangerous. Sambudla looking to pounce though for Volkswagen and the Zwartkops team. Haystack's best lap, of course, has been a 47 dead. But now, can he do anything about it? Last lap. Gazi Motlaka is the man to beat, but Troy Snyman has not been able to do anything about it in this heat. He has beaten him yesterday. Motlaka has found something special this morning on his breakfast. Maybe adding on those cornflakes is definitely working out for him. As they come under the bridge one more time. Look at that, Casey Ensel-Smith though, in with a chance. One slight mistake out of Troy Snyman and Casey Ensel-Smith could get up into second. No wins from Motlaka so far this weekend. This is possibly going to be his first win of the weekend. As Ensel-Smith and Snyman have taken the first 2 victories of the weekend. So it's going to be shared spoils here for the top 3 in the championship as Gazi Motlaka comes across the line for the first win of the day. Sunday morning, it's all about Gazi Motlaka. Are we going to see more of the same? More of this kind of action from our Minimax as Motlaka takes the win from Troy Snyman. Snyman comes through for second place. It's a good drive there from Casey Ensel-Smith to finish up in third by the looks of it. Getting confirmation of that as the results come up there. Luvive Sambudla just beating Haystack to the line. Ethan Deacon in 6, Mallory Mabunda in 7, Reza Levy in 8, Lady in 9th. Georgia Lennox, good drive from her, and Khabang Khandi coming through there for 10th ahead of Berlin Robertson. Troy Snyman there in third place, as I said, alongside him it's the 539, and watch out for some maneuvers from Ethan Haystack. Eric Haystack, I beg your pardon, in this one. Ethan Deacon just behind that, and Sambudla. You can see some frustration coming out of Berlin Robertson there, saying, come on guys, why are we going so slow? Heading down towards turn 1, is it a start? Yes it is. Down towards turn 1, Casey Ensel-Smith going to hold on to that inside line. Oh, a little bit of a bunch from the back. Troy Snyman trying to force his way through. He gets the second place. And Gazi Motlaka goes down to 4. He comes up to third again as he comes side by side with Sambudla. Sambudla going to be outbraked into turn 2. Oh, big action. I think that was the 586 getting out of shape there. Yes, indeed. 586 Georgia Lennox getting shown the way through turn 2. A little bit of a bump and barge and rubbing his racing happening in turn 2 there. But Casey Ensel-Smith now leads out for heat number 4. Of Minimax. It's the last of our second heats of the day. We've got 2 more heats of racing to come here today as well to wrap things up for round 2 of this championship. Gazi Motlaka has been the man to beat here this weekend, but Troy Snyman, as you can see, is ahead of him, exactly where he needs to be, and on the tailpiece there of Casey Ensel-Smith. Ensel-Smith was third in this third heat. He was second, Troy Snyman, he's second at the moment, and Gazi Motlaka, the man in third, took the win. Luvive Sambudla a little bit closer to the top end as opposed to where he was earlier on, and also a much better start coming out of Reza Levy there in 5. Levy now coming through there into the 5 spot. Behind that, Mallory Mabunda starting to have some fun and games as well with Eric Haystack and Georgia Lennox, and Khabang Khandi there in the top, just outside the top 10. So the 4 carts at the front end is what we're going to concentrate on for now because it's so close between them. Heading through up over the switchback one more time. About to complete another lap. Ensel-Smith taking a victory yesterday. Gazi Motlaka has taken the other 2 so far, so it's even Stevens. Troy Snyman's taken 1. Casey Ensel-Smith's taken 1. Gazi Motlaka has taken 1. Who's going to have the 4th one? The share of the spoils here is opening up this championship big time. Ensel-Smith looks like he's up for the challenge here for this one, though. He's got half a cart length over Troy Snyman. Laviva Sambudla putting the pressure onto the back end of Gazi Motlaka, and Motlaka soaking it up for now, but could be a bit more pressure being applied in the very near future there from Sambudla. Laviva has had a great outing, finished up in 4th place in the 3rd heat earlier on this morning, just before the lunch break. And now as we get into the 4th heat, he's got some work to do to get through on Motlaka. Motlaka already having a look at Snyman. Wasn't close enough to have a go, but definitely had a look down the inside. Snyman looks over his shoulder, Motlaka looks over his shoulder, both of them over the right shoulder to see who's behind them and what the gap is like. Down towards turn 2. Oh, some Budla on Motlaka. Vive is diving on the inside, forces, a little mistake out of Gazi. Gazi putting a wheel onto the dirt there and just getting forced a bit wider than what he'd like. Some Budla now opening up a decent margin, and Troy Snyman realizing maybe it's time to go. Some Budla's opened up a good margin over Gazi Motlaka, and here's the move from Snyman. Oh, he had a look. Casey Ensel-Smith saw him coming, shut the door. Some Budla now right with him, leaving Motlaka just behind. Motlaka coming along for the ride. Casey Ensel-Smith has a look over the shoulder. Going into the double left. Runs wide, saying, come on, let's go. Ensel-Smith hangs on for now, ahead of Snyman and Sambudla. Sambudla's on something here. He's had something special for lunch, that's for sure. Up into 2nd place and ahead of Troy Snyman. He now moves up into the 2nd spot and tries to close down on Casey Ensel-Smith. So will we have a 4th winner in this pack? If Sambudla gets to the front end, it'll be the 4th winner out of 4 starts. Arguably the most competitive category in this championship. So trying to pull away now. He realizes Sambudla's coming, but Sambudla trying to go with him. And Snyman has been caught by Gazi Motlaka. 5th place, Reza Levy trying to get onto the back end of this group as well. We see a chance there for Reza to be involved. The Razors looking forward to getting down to Cape Town for the final round of this championship. That's where he's looking to shine. And coming down into turn 2. Flick through 3 and under the tunnel. All the way down to turn 4. Ensel-Smith just controlling things nicely from the front end. Keeping things at bay for now. So Budla with a 47.4, 47.3 out of Ensel-Smith, 48 dead out of Troy Snyman, and Motlaka 47.4. So Troy Snyman slowest of the pack in 3rd. That's why Motlaka has been able to close onto the back end of him. 5, 6, 8 leads things out. 2nd, 3rd and 4th place starting to heat up ever so slightly as Snyman rejoins the back of Laviva Sambudla. Down through 3 they go under the tunnel. Reza Levy not able to bridge that gap. He's battling a bit there in 5th place. Can't quite run with the same kind of pace as the guys that are just up ahead and up the road from him. Up over the top and over the switchback yet again to see Gazi Motlaka starting to look a little bit more dangerous now that he's closed in. Snyman's closed in on Sambudla. Sambudla's not been able to close the gap there to Ensel-Smith, and I think that's why Troy Snyman's going to have a go. Yeah, Snyman has a big look and makes a stick, and Motlaka goes with him. Sambudla opened up the door, and you don't want to do that when you've got those two behind you. And here comes Motlaka, already going on the attack. Into turn 2, has a big look. Didn't quite make it stick though. Levy is 5, Eric Astack in 7, Robinson in 8, and Mkhandi in 9. Malori Mabunda makes up the top 10 with Georgia Lennox just outside that top 10. To the top of the hill they go again. Up over the switchback, Motlaka looking dangerous. He has a little look on the inside. Watch him go on the inside now for the final corner, and he gets up the inside. Squeezing out Troy Snyman into the last corner. Head down and heads down into turn 1. Move there from Gazi Motlaka. Troy Snyman trying to come back at him almost instantaneously. But Sambudla's going to make him work for it. Sambudla up the inside into turn 2. And up into 3rd place. So it's Sambudla now trying to close down on Motlaka. Motlaka trying to close down on the leader, Casey Ensel-Smith. Ensel-Smith has done everything right to stay at the front end. 47.1s, consistent low 47s coming out of Ensel-Smith has kept him away from this battle for second. Heading up into the final corner once again. Lap 9 of 12. We're going to finish lap 10 of 12 now. 2 to go. As they complete that one. Brilliant stuff from these three karters. Oi! Sambudla runs in there a little bit too hot. Forgot to hit the brake pedal there, and he loses a huge amount of ground. Troy Snyman says, I'll take that. Thank you very much. I'll have third. Don't have to work for that one at all. 6 races on the weekend up for grabs. And it looks like Casey Ensel-Smith is going to be the first man to take 2 of those 6. Mortlika's taken 1. Snowman's taken 1, and here it's going to be the second victory for Casey Ensel-Smith as they come to the line. Flag is out. It's Ensel-Smith who takes the victory from Gazi Mortlika. Troy Snowman does finish up in 3rd place ahead of Luviwe Sambudla. And it's Casey Ensel-Smith, your race winner. 2 wins for the weekend there for Casey Ensel-Smith. That's definitely getting back into contention with Gazi Mortlika after his dominance down at Idubi at the first round. Let's see what happens later on today with 2 more heats of racing of Minimax. Down towards turn 1 they go. Gazi Mortlika onto the braking point, and oh, here we go, it's on! That is the way you go to turn 1. Casey Ensel-Smith showing the way through, didn't back out. Mortlika tried to keep him honest, but touched wheels and had to back out of it. Reza Levy up to 4th. Levy up to 4th, and problems in the background there for Troy Sneyman. Sneyman dropping by the wayside. Troy Sneyman did not get the start he wanted. Casey Ensel-Smith leads out. Mortlika 2nd, Luviwe Sambudla ahead of Reza Levy. And it looks like it's, is that Mallory Mabunda? Yeah, Mallory Mabunda up in the 5th place. What a start there from Mallory. So great start out of Casey Ensel-Smith, forcing his way through there. Mortlika tried to keep him out, but he just managed to get ahead. And a little bit of touching between the wheels, but they still continue to race and complete the first lap in anger. Mortlika going for the lead into turn 1, cut back from Casey Ensel-Smith. Forces Mortlika onto the dirty bits and gets ahead again. Late braking out of Mortlika. Late braking from Sambudla as well. Sambudla is right there trying to make a way through on Gazi Mortlika. 2 packs of racers out there at the moment, 4 of them fighting for the lead, as Reza Levy is becoming a big threat here in the latter part of the day's racing. He's got 2 heats to still try and shine here. Remember, he's going to be going down to his home circuit for the final round. It's certainly looking like he wants to be in contention by the time they get there. So Sambudla now applying pressure onto Mortlika. Levy joining the pack, looks over his shoulder, looks back to see if it's Mallory Mabunda still in 5th. It is. Troy Sneyman still in 6th, but probably going to have a look here into turn 1. Is he? No, he's not. Mallory Mabunda hangs on. There you can see it in the background. Mabunda hanging on ahead of Troy Sneyman. Sneyman can't find a way past. Ethan Deacon down to 7th. Haystack in 8th. Lennox in 9. Ngadi in there in 10th, and Robinson in 11. Possible change up for the lead here. Mortlika change up for the lead and 2nd. Casey Ensel-Smith making a big mistake there, trying a different line. And there, Luviwe Sambudla hits the front. That is the way to do it. As you get the carts rattled in front of you, pounce and attack, and that's exactly what Luviwe has done. Here comes Casey Ensel-Smith. What a move there from Casey Ensel-Smith. 4 carts back, late on the brakes, dives through, and Reza Levy up to 3rd. The Razor is in the house now. He's joined us for the first time today. Big welcome to him as he comes into the front end. Now we've got 6 carts fighting for the lead, because they've now been joined by Mallory Mabunda and by Troy Sneyman. So Casey Ensel-Smith leads this pack out, and this top 6 is now going to be incredible. They're keeping some of the best racing right to the end of the day. Here's Sambudla up the inside. Mallory joins him, and Reza Levy drops down to 6th now. So Reza Levy from 3rd to 6th in the space of 2 corners. Trying to come back now, Troy Sneyman. Just lost the advantage up the hill there, did Reza. But Levy now still got a chance of closing things down. They've opened up a small margin, have Casey Ensel-Smith and Mortlika. The 2, Sambudla and Mabunda, right there as well. Troy Sneyman at the inside, Mallory Mabunda 1 position down. Sambudla is now in the targets and sights of Troy Sneyman. Luviwe Sambudla and Mallory Mabunda Oh, Motlaka had a look. Didn't go though. Casey Ensel-Smith was later on the brakes. Heading to the top of the hill they come yet again through the twisties. Possibility of a change up here. Motlaka going to dive on the inside. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he is. Oh, great stuff from Gazi Motlaka. But Casey comes straight back at him into the slip. Going to look for a chance on the brakes into turn one. Is he close enough? No, he's not. Motlaka in the Praga hangs on for now. Here comes Casey Ensel-Smith. So tight between those top two. And looks like Leviwe Sambudla now bringing Troy Snyman along for the ride up into third. Two of them closing in on the back end of 1 and 2. Here they go. Change up for third. Snyman hits the inside line and up ahead of Sambudla. Sambudla now trying to stay with Troy Snyman. Troy Snyman trying to get up to the back end of Casey Ensel-Smith. Reza Levy looks over his shoulder straight into Mallory Mabunda's eyesight, and it's Ethan Deacon just behind them with Eric Haystack coming along for the ride. So you got 2 carts for 1 and 2, 2 carts for 3 and 4. Small gap, and then there's 4 carts for 5 to 8. Motlaka wants to become the second driver to take 2 victories on the weekend. Snyman looking to go now and catch the back end of Casey Ensel-Smith. Hasn't quite got there yet, but there's a little bit of work to do. 46.9s out of Snyman. Oh, and in the background, Reza Levy and Mallory Mabunda coming together. Levy and Mabunda coming together there. Mallory Mabunda and Reza Levy coming together. He looks over his shoulder, shakes his head. Oh, he's not happy. Not happy about that one is Reza Levy. On to that final lap now for these 4 competitors. Minimax for the 5th time today. 5th time of the weekend. And 3rd time for the day itself. Looks like Ngadi's had a problem as well. He's parked on the sideline. As they go past him, you see him on the right-hand side of that shot. Checkered flag is on standby, and it's going to be for Gazi Motlaka. He'll extend his lead in the championship, but it'll only be by a small margin because Casey Ensel-Smith is right there with him, having taken the victory at the previous race as well as 2 on the day, 2 on the weekend, I should say. It's definitely a lot closer between Gazi Motlaka and Casey Ensel-Smith, with 1 heat to go today and 4 more heats down in Cape Town. So it's Motlaka from Casey Ensel-Smith, Snyman ahead of Sambudla and Eric Haystack beating out Ethan Deacon. Georgia Lennox beats out Reza Levy and Berlin Robinson, and then 2 DNFs there from Gandhi and from Mabunda. Into the tram lines they go, ready for the start. Heading down towards turn 1, it's go time. Gazi Motlaka going into turn 1, heading off, and Casey Ensel-Smith pushing. A little bit of rubbing there, bit of tyre rub going through turn 1. Here comes Casey Ensel-Smith in the background. A couple of guys having to go a little bit wider than what they'd like. And Reza Levy diving through there, moving up into about 4th or 5th place there. I think it was up to 4th place, just behind Troy Snyman. Troy Snyman in big trouble. There is the return of the favour, though, as we see Mallory Mabunda coming through on Reza Levy. But it's Gazi Motlaka who's looking to extend his lead in this championship, and Casey Ensel-Smith in 2nd place will have to work hard to try and fend off his attentions. His intentions are to take this final victory. Motlaka took all 4 wins down at the Adubi racetrack. He's taken 1 today, and he's looking for another one and looking for a possibility of 3 wins as opposed to Casey Ensel-Smith's 2 today. It's very, very tight stuff. Luvive Sambudla would like to take one as well. Reza Levy a little bit further back there. You can see in this little fight with Mallory Mabunda and Luvive Sambudla coming through the tunnel. Snyman in third. And looking to try and get that gap done if he can on Casey Ensel-Smith. He's closed up, but he hasn't got past him just yet. Reza Levy now on Mallory Mabunda. Luvive Sambudla coming up on Levy. Levy looks over his shoulder, right into the helmet there, and into that visor. Casey Ensel-Smith getting the pressure applied there big time by Troy Snyman. Across the line. Lap 3 of 12 completed. Goes so fast, they really are pushing it to the limit, are these guys. Remember, there's still 4 races to go in this championship. This one's definitely not going to be wrapped up here. We've got 4 Northern Regions competitors at the front end of this field. Gazi Motlaka, Ensel-Smith, Sambudla and Haystack. And Reza Levy, the only man from Cape Town, looking forward to getting down to his home track, possibly to show these boys around. He'll be looking for 4 wins down at the Killarney International Raceway. There's no doubt about it. The Razor is very good. Four wins for Gazi Motlaka at Edubi. 1 win this morning, 2nd win this afternoon. If he gets this 3rd win, Motlaka could take the championship as well. 7 wins would be enough to wrap it up, because you can only get potentially another 7. Oh no, it could be even Stevens there. There's 14 up for grabs depending on what rounds you're going to drop. Motlaka would have to look at those dropped rounds before we declare him a championship. 7 of 10, yeah, 7 of 10 would be enough, because they're only going to score 10 points, 10 rounds. So Motlaka with 7 wins would be his best out of the 10, and those 7 wins would secure him the championship. So Motlaka in the pound seats right now. Ensel-Smith has to get this win. Ensel-Smith has to get this win if he wants to stay in contention, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. 47 deads coming out of Motlaka. 47-1-9, 47-1-8 between Ensel-Smith and Snyman. Mabunda, Sambudla and Levy. Reza Levy, the Razor, now with Eric Haystack all over him, looking for a way through. Can he find it though? Just behind that, Ethan Deacon looking pretty good too. So it's Sambudla and Mallory Mabunda. Look at that, Haystack sliding into turn 1, forcing Levy wide. Eric Haystack in the Praga gets through on the CRG man, and then it's Tony Cart just behind that with Ethan Deacon at the wheel. Amazing stuff here from these guys. Loving it, loving it. This is what it's all about. Final bit of race action. It's not going to be for the win, but it's definitely for the honors and for the overalls that they're looking for here. Remember, it's Haystack and Levy, the 2 guys that we're watching. They are currently 4th and 5th in the championship. So Eric Haystack moving ahead of Levy is a good thing here. Both of them are going to be looking forward to Cape Town. But of course, Eric Haystack is a Northern Regions competitor, but he's gone well in Cape Town in the past. Rees is very tough to beat at the Killarney International Kart Track. So he'll be looking for 4 wins on the day and possibly move himself into a top 3 in the championship if he can get that right. Round 2. Down in 10th place, so he could potentially move up into 4th or 5th place in the championship if he stays where he is right now. If he goes up 1 position, that'll definitely be the case. And there he is, diving on the inside of Casey Ensel-Smith with a lap to go. Now, will Ensel-Smith push him? Ensel-Smith knows 2nd place is still his in the championship. He's not going to be able to beat out Gazi Motlaka. So will he fight back at Troy Snyman? Troy Snyman tries to get down to Cape Town with 4 wins. He could potentially outgun Casey Ensel-Smith for the 2nd place in the championship. Coming into the final part of the race now. It's Motlaka, and potentially your 2020 champion here as well. Final race victory. That will give him 7 wins out of the 14 available, and 7 out of 10 He's definitely hard to beat, and that will ensure, unofficially, your SA champion for 2020, Ghazi Motlaka. He certainly thinks he's got it there. Motlaka from Steyman, Insel Smith from Haystack, and Sambudla. It's Malori Mabunda and Sambudla who might have come together there and allowed Eric Haystack through, ahead of Ethan Deacon and Reza Levy, the two Cape Town boys in 7 and 8, and Berlin Robinson beating out Khabang Ngadi and Georgia Lennox down in 11th place.